Before anything new, there's always something old. I thought this would be a revenge game for Butler against the Miami Heat, but it seems like Miami was the one who got revenge on Butler instead. He only scored 2 points in the first half, and Golden State was getting blown out. He finished the game with 11 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. After the game, some fans noticed that Butler was avoiding other Miami Heat players. He was posterized by Bam Adebayo, or actually, it wasn't really a posterized moment. What happened was, after the loss, Butler saw Draymond Green on the floor and immediately helped him up, making it seem like he wasn't affected at all. It turns out Steph Curry just tried to boost Butler's confidence. Some people thought he would play against Miami Heat, but he actually didn't. Many people fall victim to false assumptions. The so-called revenge game for Butler ended up being one of Golden State's worst games. They're still uncertain about their number 6 spot because if the Clippers win against the Knicks or Nets, they will take over that position. Golden State now has a 3-day break before facing the Pelicans, then San Antonio. These games will determine who secures the number 6 spot. Meanwhile, Anthony Edwards is questionable for the next games due to a hand injury. Minnesota also has to decide whether to force him to play, considering they are 6 games behind Sacramento, but only 5 games away from the number 6 seed. They are competing with the Clippers and Golden State in the standings. Many players have suffered injuries just 3 weeks before the NBA playoffs. Damian Lillard, diagnosed with a blood clot in his leg. The Bucks now need a miracle for him to return next month. Victor Wembanyama, diagnosed with deep vein thrombosis in his shoulder and has already been ruled out for the season. Brandon Ingram suffered the same injury in 2019, which ruled him out for the entire season. The situation with Lillard and Wembanyama is now being compared to Chris Bosh, whose career ended due to blood clots. However, Bosh's case was more severe because of his abnormalities, which made him prone to developing clots quickly, forcing him to retire. Unlike Damon Wemby, who can manage their condition through medication, Lillard is already undergoing blood thinner treatment, so the Bucks are still hopeful he can return before the playoffs. Giannis Antetokounmpo's future with the Bucks depends on Lillard. The team traded away all their remaining assets just to acquire him, so if he doesn't return, it will be 2 consecutive failed seasons for him and Giannis. Giannis has stated that he won't leave the Bucks as long as he sees championship potential in the team. But if Lillard can't return, this might just turn into another failed attempt.